live on YouTube and live on TikTok. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. We've got 10 people in the room on TikTok. Thank you so much for joining up. I'm Leslie Wright, and I am the owner and compounder at Bearcat Body Care Essentials. And I'm going to talk about eyesight. I get on practically every day. The last 2 nights I've not been on. My best friend's been in town. My best friend, like 40-year best friend. And she's in town. Her son's moving to the area. And she only had a couple of nights free, and I'm traveling on Wednesday, and I'm like, I gotta see you. So I just had to do it. Anyway, but now we're here and we're all together, and let's hang out and talk eye health and eyesight. I want to pull up. Okay, so I asked ChatGPT to list for me all of the glands and ducts in the eye system. So these are structures directly affecting eye pressure, so intraocular pressure. That's the thing that I asked it for, because I've been talking to people the last couple of days about issues relating to inflammation in the eye pressure, glaucoma, so on and so on and so on. So I wanted to actually talk about the causation of inflammation in the eye system, because there's more than one arena where we can have clogs and drainage issues. I want to say, first of all, thank you for the likes. I appreciate the likes. So if you can tap the screen and say like, I appreciate that, because that actually tells the algorithm that you enjoy whatever this content is, and it will push it out to the FYP so that more people could potentially, come in and take a look. Excuse me just a second. My nose is running. Oh. All right, problem solved. So, anyway, so what I want to I just want to talk while people are coming in the room. As soon as you guys have questions, I'll be answering the questions, and I actually see one now. So here we go. Cognitive Dissonance 54 says, I've been using bilberry and lutein. Thank you for the follow. Cognitive dissonance, lutein can help with macular degeneration. Am I spelling it wrong? I think you are spelling it correctly. I don't think there's an E at the end. However, lutein is an enzyme that you ingest. You take it in pill form, and it has to go through the entire digestive tract, and then I assume that it has some benefit in the eye. I have heard this a lot lately. There are just a lot of different advertisements on TikTok about lutein and the benefits. There are benefits to lutein. I've done some research on it with ChatGPT, and there are benefits to lutein. However, lutein needs to be taken. I think it was, I don't even remember exactly, but I think it was like 300 milligrams a day, and it needs to be taken consistently in order to get the benefits. So it's not something that is going to give you a miraculous kind of change in your eyesight or your eye health. So just know that it'll probably take weeks for it to be effective in the eye. Just don't know all the ins and outs, as it's not something that I've used, so I don't know a whole lot about it. Although I am looking at how to add it to a couple of my blends, how to add lutein, since it does have benefits in the eye. So again, cognitive dissonance 54. Okay, your macular degeneration went from negative 150 to negative 50. Well, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. How long did it take for that to happen? Bilberry is an Australian blueberry that pilots use for better night vision. Okay. Steve-O, hi there. Whoops, hang on. I ordered what you said, 40, 60, and 30, 70. How should I take this? Uh, 40, 60 in the morning, 30. Okay. So if I asked you to buy the 30, 70 and the 40, 60 together, I'm going to want you to use it together for 1 week. And then you're going to use one in the morning, one in the evening for a week. And then you're going to go back to using them back to back for a week. So for the first 2 days, you're going to use the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop 3 times a day. So you're going to moisturize those eyes, get them really happy and healthy. And then you're going to use the 40, 60, well, the 30, 70 first, 40, 60 following in the morning. And then you're going to use the 40, 60 at night by itself. You're going to do that for 7 days. And then the next 7 days, you're going to use the 30, 70 in the morning, 40, 60 at night for 7 days. And then you're going to go back to the first week protocol, which is 40, 60, then the 30, 70 right after for 7 days, morning and evening. Then you're going to go back to, 40, 60 in the morning, 30, 70 at night. And we're going to do that for 2 weeks. So you're going to do the 40, 60, 30, 70 back to back, morning and evening for 7 days, the very first week. Then you're going to do 40, 60 morning, 30, 70 evening for 7 days for a whole week. Then the third week, you're going to go back to what was the first week, 40, 60 followed by the 30, 70 twice a day, morning and evening, 7 days. Then you're going to use the 40, 60, 30, 70 morning and evening, and you're going to just keep up that regimen. And we're going to see how things go. And you can call me and talk to me. I want to keep up with everybody on how they're, how they're progressing. Cognitive dissonance, about 8 weeks. So that's really good. Bloom Effects, thank you for the gifts. Cognitive dissonance, I use the lutein brand from Micro Ingredients Company. There you go, people. If you're looking for lutein, we have a recommendation for Micro Ingredients Company. Steve-O, you're welcome. Bloom Effects, blessings. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, so let's talk. All right, so this is from ChatGPT. Structures directly affecting eye pressure, interocular pressure. These structures regulate aqueous humor, the fluid inside the eye. Blockages here directly raise interocular pressure, which can lead to glaucoma. The first one is the trabecular meshwork, a spongy tissue located around the base of the cornea, responsible for draining aqueous humor into the Schlemm's canal. Clogging leads to increased interocular pressure, otherwise known as open-angle glaucoma. So there's something there. Then it explains the Schlemm's canal, and Schlemm is Schlemm. So this canal collects aqueous humor from the trabecular meshwork. If blocked or dysfunctional, fluid backs up and raises the interocular pressure. There's more. There's a lot more, but I'm going to go through it as we have lulls. Okay. TDB 287. Upon waking, my left eye is always swollen and puffy to the point the white part of eyes are pushing. Okay. Cognitive dissonance. Yes, thank you for everything you're doing. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for, sharing your information too. The more we know, the more we know. We're better off the more we know. IDB 287, they're saying I have slight proptosis. I'm going to look that one up because I haven't heard that term before, but I'm going to look that up. Give me just a second. Okay, proptosis, also called exo exo exophthalmosis refers to the bulging or protrusion of one or both eyes from the orbit, the eye socket. It's not a disease itself, but a symptom from an underlying condition. Okay, so here are some of the most common issues. Thyroid eye disease. So this is Graves' orbitrophy. Most common causes, especially in adults, autoimmune inflammation linked to overactive thyroid. Other symptoms, dryness, redness, lid retraction, and double vision. Do you have any of those symptoms? I'd want to know. So, IDB 287. I want to know if you. Oh, you can come up and talk to me. I'd love to talk to you because there's a lot of information here. But I'd want to know if you have thyroid disease, if you potentially have Graves' disease, and if you're dealing with any of these other symptoms: so dryness, redness, lid retraction, and double vision. Then there could be orbital tumors. So benign or malignant growths behind or around the eye can cause gradual or sudden proptosis depending on tumor type. Infections, so orbital cellulitis, infection in the eye socket can lead to sudden painful proptosis, usually accompanied by fever, swelling, and vision problems. Trauma, so orbital fracture or bleeding behind the eye, um, retrobular hemorrhage, can push the eye forward suddenly. Then vascular conditions, uh, keratoid cavernous fistula or orbital varsaries can cause pulsating proptosis or swelling that worsens with bending or straining. And then there's inflammatory disease, orbital pseudotumor. So this is idiopathic inflammation mimicking tumor symptoms. Idiopathic means they have no idea why it happens. And then there's psychordosis and Wegener's granulomatosis. So there's a lot of potential issues. Um, about why it's occurring and knowing if there are other symptoms that you're having really is a qualification for how you would want to go about treating it. Okay. Okay. IDB 287, my thyroid test came back normal. Okay, excellent. So in your situation, it could be idiopathic. I'd really like to know if there are other symptoms you have, in the reign of dry eye or any other type of symptomology that you have, like draining tears in the eye. Your tears are, your eyes are really dry or they're really wet all the time. What else could be going on so that I can direct you to the to the right drops and what's really going to bring you benefit. But anyway, in the bulging of the eye, it's because there's inflammation in the eye. And obviously, a great amount of inflammation in the eye. And getting that under control is the first priority. Okay. Ashleen McLaughlin, my left eye gets a lot of black floaters, and now I have scarring. Okay, how do you think the scarring and the floaters have anything to do with each other? Did you have surgery? What happened that you have scarring? To take care of the floaters, the blend I recommend is the 3070. The 3070 is the best blend to just deal with the floaters, but I want to know more about the scarring. Yeah, IDB 287. I'm sorry, I couldn't finish explaining due to the wording limits. I know. It's terrible. It's just terrible. Um, you can come up and chat with me though. I sent you an invitation. You can accept the invitation. Then I think you have to click save or something like that to actually join on the panel. All right, I'm just checking to see. I want to try and get all the questions that I can get. Kai, hello. Chemo gave me cataracts. Sorry to hear that, without a doubt. I hope that you're well. I hope your health is getting better and you are well on your way to a full recovery regarding the chemo. But if the chemo gave you cataracts, are the cataracts mild? Are they new? Or are they, you've had them for a while? So mild, moderate, severe is how I like to categorize them. And if they're mild to moderate, the 30/70 blend, that's castor oil and DMSO, 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. That blend is great to actually break apart the buildup on the lens of the eye for cataracts. It's also great to break up floaters. So that would be the blend. If your cataracts are moderate to severe, then I recommend the 4NI blend. It's called 4ANEYE, 4NI. If you have severe cataracts, very severe cataracts with a lot of plaque buildup on the lens of the eye, then I recommend the 4NI plus the 40/60 to actually get that protein buildup breaking up and moving away from the lens of the eye. Diane Escovedo, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Ashley McLaughlin also tested me for toxic plasmosis. It came back clear, but told me that was the cause. If it came back clear, how can it be the cause? Char 560, Fuchs. You have Fuchs dystrophy. Ooh. So Fuchs dystrophy is an eye disease that affects the cornea, which is the clear dome-shaped front surface of the eye. It is a progressive condition that leads to corneal swelling, clouding, and vision loss over time. The inner layer of the cornea, called the endothelium, has cells that pump fluid out of the cornea to keep it clear. In Fuchs, these endothelial cells gradually die off. The cornea retains too much fluid, causing it to swell and become cloudy. Eventually, this can lead to blurred vision, pain, and sensitivity to light. So, what degree of Fuchs do you have? Are you newly diagnosed? Have you had it for a while? Are you in the throes of vision loss? Where are you at in the management of Fuchs? Casey Diaz, I have pain in my right eye all the time. Wow. Doctor did a scan, but everything looks okay. Still hurts for a year. Wow. I would recommend that you use the 30/70 blend and the Revitalize, so the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. Um, in my just in my spirit right now, my first feeling is you've got dry eye. You've got some dry eye, and you need to get that under control. Um, and the Revitalize, that moisturizing hydrating drop, will be able to do that. So what you would want to do is order the 30/70. You get the moisturizing hydrating eye drop Revitalize free with your 30/70 order. You would use the Revitalize for 2 days, 3 times a day to moisturize the eye. Then you would start using the 30/70, and I would want you to use it 3 times a day for 1 week, and then use it twice a day after that week. So within that first week, I think your eye pain is going to diminish significantly. And then you just want to use it morning and evening, and you'll be good. IDV 287, I can't join right now due to work. Okay, totally understand, totally understand. So when you're done working, you can call me. Um, I'm gonna send you my phone number. I forgot to put my phone number on this image. I gotta update the image and put my phone number on there. Oops. All right, there's my phone number. Chris 19. Can I ask, do that person explain their diet? The dissonance person regarding their eye change. I don't know which person you're talking about. Alamo glaucoma. All right, so glaucoma is one of the things I wanted to talk about today. Um, just regarding the issues of blockages in glands and ducts in the eye, so that we understand why pressure is building up in the eye. And you still got to clear it, but you got to understand the reasoning why. So, Alamo, do you know what your interocular pressure is? Because that's an indicator of what type of drops that I'm going to recommend to you. Um, Typically, the way I handle it is if your pressure is 20, or below, so 20, 19, 18, I recommend the 30/70 blend. If it's 21 or above, then I recommend the 4 and I blend. If your pressure is in the 30s, and man, if your pressure's in the 30s, I recommend that the 4 and I plus the 40/60. So 4 and I plus 40/60 if your pressure is in the 30s. I spoke to a woman yesterday whose eye pressure got to 56. And I was like, that's unbelievable. And she didn't lose her eyesight at that point, which was absolutely fabulous. But, she did have to work with her doctor to get that pressure down quickly. And she was on multiple eye drops, a lot of medication. So, Chris 19, can I ask, did that person explain their diet? Okay. Casey Diaz, where do I order? You're going to order on my website. My website is bearcatbody.com. It's BARECATBODY.com. Frog Mama eye drops. Yes, we are talking about eye drops. They're 100% natural. And I'm sorry, this thing skips. Okay. Yes, they're 100% natural. And I have 4 drops that contain just DMSO and castor oil at different ratios, and therefore different issues in the eye. Chris 19, yes. Yes. I'm not sure what I asked you, Chris 19. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they didn't explain their diet. So you'd probably want to communicate directly with them. And I believe it was dissonance, something else. You'd have to look them up. Elvira Burton, thank you for keeping me informed. I would like your phone number too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to send it to you right now. There you go. You got it. Okay. User 205-751-553-667. I have, it says I have flowers in each eye. What can I take? I'm assuming you mean floaters. So I'm just going to assume that. Let me know if I'm incorrect. And for floaters, the 30/70 blend on my website is bearcatbody.com, BARECATBODY.com. That's the website. And the 30/70 is what's awesome for floaters. User 205-751-553-667. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Miss Marinapu? I'm not sure. If I pronounced that right, I apologize if I didn't. Do you know keratoconus and can it be helped? Thank you. Yes, I do know keratoconus. And yes, it can be helped. So, first of all, you need to get the eye moisturized as much as possible because you want the cornea to be pliable. The cornea actually cones up with keratoconus. So, instead of laying flat, it's going to cone up, and you want it you want that flesh to be able to be manipulated. You want the cornea to be able to be pushed down back into place, whether you do that with a contact or whatever implement you might use from your doctor's office. But if the flesh is hard, it's almost impossible to get it to go back into its normal shape. So getting moisture, hydration into the eye is a critical piece of the puzzle. And you would do that with my Revitalize product. And the 3070 is the blend I would recommend that you use. 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. That will also drive moisture into the eye system, get it very deep into the eye system, and actually the castor oil will work to help that the cornea just lay itself down, just relax that material to the point where it's not acting like built up scar tissue and sitting up at that hump. It'll relax the tissue and then it can naturally lay its way down, whether you're using a contact to do that or some other tool. MB, how to get the eye drops. Okay, so you're going to get the eye drops by ordering on my website. My website is bearcatbody.com. It's BARECATBODY.com. Nicole Scott 1961, thank you for the follow. Chris 19, hi, what is the liver? I'm not sure what that question means. I'm not sure what that question means. I'm not sure what that question means. So Chris 19, let me know what you need to know because I'm not talking about the liver. Terry Blessings, please repeat your website. My website is bearcatbody.com. It's BARECATBODY.com. Honeymoon, my right eye has been twitching every day for a week. Is this stress? It could be stress without a doubt. If you know you're stressed, then I would say that could be very probable. It could be dry eye. It could be a lot of different things. I would recommend just to see what happens that you go outside and sun gaze. So even if it's midday, whatever time it is where you are, if the sun is out, close your eyes. Don't actually have your eyes, and just close your eyes. Sit and point your face to the sun and see if that alleviates this twitch that you have going on, at least in the short term. If it does, then it's definitely a stress issue. All right, hang on. Man, we got a lot of questions. Okay. All right, let me. Elvira, my number the number I sent you is off by one digit. By one digit. It's 4133. So I'm going to send it to you again. I just noticed that. I apologize for that typo. All right, I checked it this time to make sure it was right. So Naya, I'm going to type my phone number to you too. All right, send you my phone number, Naya. Okay. Okay. User 765-991-049-0383. What do you do for floaters? Floaters, my 3070 blend is the answer for floaters. 3070. Okay. User 205-751-553-667. Yes, yes, you are right. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm right about, but I'm happy I am right, to say the least. Zona Anna, how are you doing? Just purchased, okay, an auto renewal subscription. Thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing. I'm not sure exactly how and castor oil are quite beneficial for the optic nerve, but the problem with castor oil is it can't penetrate deep enough to get to the optic nerve. DMSO does penetrate deep enough to get to the optic nerve, and because it's a carrier, it carries the castor oil with it. So they can both affect the optic nerve. They both deal with swelling, they deal with pain, they deal with blood flow. They're very beneficial in the eye system. So I would say yes, yay, yay, yay. If you have not optic neuritis, the blends that I recommend that I have are the 4 and I, the number 4, ANEYE, and the 4060 blend. Both of those together, you would use them together. They would be very beneficial to affect the optic nerve. Okay. Miss Marina Poo, thank you. Okay, you said perfect pronunciation. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Phyllis Barry Greenberg, I have macular pucker, had unsuccessful surgery. Is there anything that might help restore some of? I assume you run out of characters. Hang on a second. I just want to, let me go over here. So I'm going to inform everybody what we're talking about. I'm going to use ChatGPT if it ever shows up for me. Use this. Yay. So let's talk about macular pucker. Is this? So the macula lies at the center of the retina and allows you to see fine detail. When scar tissue, the pucker, forms on top of it, it can pull or wrinkle the macula, leading to distorted or blurred vision. Think of it like a piece of plastic wrap shrinking over the camera lens the view becomes crinkled. Okay. Causes, most often it's related to aging or eye changes over time, especially posterior vitreous detachment, a PVD, retinal surgery or laser treatments, eye inflammation, diabetic retinopathy, retinal vein occlusion, and eye trauma. So the answer for you with the macular pucker is absolutely positively yes. And the reason I say it so, forcefully is because that part of the issue is the scar tissue that creates the pucker. And the pucker creates and then it kind of deflates and then it leaves this, scar tissue arena on top of the macula. And what you would want to do is be able to, you know, get rid of that scar tissue. Castor oil will break that scar tissue up. It will actually make the flesh more pliable so that it will lay down and be even on the eye the way it is meant to be. And I would recommend that you start with the 30/70 blend. 30/70 blend, that's the blend I would recommend if you're dealing with a macular pucker. You guys, thank you so much for sharing the live. Miss Marina Pooh and Joanne, hi, appreciate you. Purity, thank you for the follow. Sarah Richards 466. Is there any kind of sulfur in your ingredients? 30/70 eye drop. Yes, DMSO is sulfur based. So yeah, DMSO is the other ingredient that's in the 30/70. It's 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. So I do have a blend that does not contain DMSO. So it does not have any sulfur in it. It is called 4-NI2. And that blend is castor oil, Meliopanini honey, a Celtic salt saline solution, and a 2% hyaluronic acid. And it is very beneficial in the eye. Also, it doesn't penetrate as quickly as with the DMSO because that's just what it does, how it operates in the body. But it will penetrate, and the 2% hyaluronic acid actually adds moisture and helps the eye maintain that moisture, which allows for the other ingredients, including the honey, which is very beneficial in the eye, to penetrate and repair. MB, eye pressure was 28. What do you recommend? Okay, so at 28, your eye pressure is pretty high. I would recommend the 4-NI. That's the blend I recommend, 4-NI. And you're also going to get the revitalized um, eye drop with it. That's the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. You're going to get that with the 4-NI, and that's going to be very beneficial. Again, if you have an allergy to sulfur, you want to stay away from the numbered, well, actually, you just want to stay away from anything that contains DMSO. And all of my numbered blends contain DMSO. So the 30/70, 20/80, 40/60, they all contain DMSO. And those are all the eye care items with DMSO, except for the 4-NI that also has DMSO. Okay, Miss Angel, can astigmatism get helped? Yes, it actually can. So, and I have more than a few clients that have had their, and I should say customers, but that more than a few that have had their astigmatism actually alleviated using the 30/70 blend. So, if astigmatism is something that you're trying to solve in the eye, then the 30/70 blend would be the blend that I would point you toward to start with, without a doubt. Island Child Creations. First time here, recommendation for astigmatism. Hey, Miss Angel and Island Child, y'all got the same answer. 30/70 blend if you're dealing with astigmatism and you want that to potentially be alleviated. Astigmatism is about the shape of the cornea or the lens of the eye. It's supposed to be round, so it's supposed to be totally round, and often it is oblong, so more like a football shape instead of a round shape. I believe that, and I have no way to qualify this, but this is just what I believe dealing with my customers, is that the oblong shape sometimes is due to swelling in the eye. Once the swelling is alleviated, then the eye goes back to its normal round shape. Ergo, that's the end of that and no more astigmatism. So um, I just think that that's a very good reason for you to try the 3070. And I really do think it calms down the eye, deals with the inflammation, pushes all of the debris out of the eye, and deals with any clogs that are going on in the eye and lets everything flow normally and naturally. And then the eye is in a more normalized shape. Okay. Cation, well talk. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you for sharing the live. User 2057515536667. Can you repeat the remedy for floaters? Yes. For floaters, you want to use the 3070. The 3070 blend. That's on my website. My website is bearcatbody.com. It's BARECATBODY.com. Okay, I got to the end. Yay. Miss Angel, but I've had astigmatism for years. I totally understand that. I have a customer, um, what is her handle? Holly 815. So if you want to look her up, it's Holly 815. And she's been using the 3070 blend for 2 months. She went to her optometrist on March 11th to get a new prescription because her eyes were getting better. So she needed a lower prescription. And she went to the optometrist, and she and the optometrist were amazed that her typical astigmatism. Thank you for the order. Just saw an order come through. Thank you for the order. Her typical astigmatism access adjustment went to zero in both eyes. So she was at a zero astigmatism adjustment in both eyes, and she'd been using the 3070 for 8 weeks. And she'd been wearing glasses for 25 years and had an astigmatism adjustment for 25 years. So I totally agree that you've had astigmatism for years. I've had astigmatism for years. I can't tell you if I no longer have an astigmatism because I haven't been to an optometrist to have them tell me whether or not I would need an astigmatism adjustment for glasses because I don't wear glasses anymore. I just have gotten my eyes, my vision restored to the point where I don't need glasses. I do not have perfect vision at all, but I don't need glasses to be able to live my life at all. So I don't wear them. So I don't know how else to explain it. That's just, it is what it is. So Shimmy, any help reversing damage from keratoconus? I had cross-linking some years ago. Yes, and again, we talked about keratoconus just a few minutes ago, and keratoconus is about the cornea of the eye getting a cone shape. It gets distorted and it goes to a cone shape instead of laying flat. And I recommend the 3070 blend along with obviously the revitalize, the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. Those two things are gonna be very beneficial in dealing with keratoconus and the aftermath of any type of surgery that you may have had. Naya, can I email you? Yes, you can email me. Absolutely. My email is Leslie, Leslie, at bearcatbody, BARECATBODY.com. Oh, I'm going to have to take a break. I think I left a pot on in the kitchen, and I got to go see if I did. So, you guys, give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, lucky for us all, I did not leave anything on in the kitchen. I thought I heard something crackling. Don't know what that was, but there's nothing on. Yay. Okay. Angela R. Ross, I just saw this live. My eye doctor wants to do surgery due to um, constant high pressure in my left eye. Okay, totally understand that. Can you tell me what the pressure is, what your intraocular pressure is in your left eye? And what type of surgery do they want to do? Naya, I have 3 people with eye issues. Yes, I totally understand. And email me without a doubt. Naya, did you get my email address? My email is Leslie, Leslie, at Bearcat Body, BarecatBody.com. And I also am going to send you my phone number because you are welcome to call me. I normally have my phone number on the image that, I have behind me, but I was rushing to get it done and I forgot to put it on there. But I will be on tonight and my phone number will be on the image. I will make that adjustment. All right. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. We're at 7,200 likes. We've got 78 people in the room. If you guys would, if you're so inclined, tap that phone above my head, like in the eyeball, and just tap there and let's blow up these likes. Let's bring it up so I can get this my live out on the FYP. I really appreciate that. William Kendrick 94, how to fix your eyesight. I fix mine using DMSO and castor oil. So, and I've got 3 blends of DMSO and castor oil, and then I've got 2 blends um, that contain Meliopinini honey, hyaluronic acid, and Celtic salt saline solution. Mocha, help for central vision loss from Histo. All right, hang on just a second. Okay, so are you talking about histoplasmosis syndrome? So, Moga, if you're talking about histoplasmosis, just put a yes so that I know. Okay, I'm assuming us is yes. Hang on just 1 second, because this is kind of new to me, but I'm going to read about it. And I use ChatGPT to gain information and knowledge. So, histoplasmosis syndrome is a condition affecting the retina and choroid of the eye caused by exposure to a fungus called Histoplasma capsulatum. Okay, so Histoplasma capsulatum is a fungus found in soil, especially in the in areas with bird or bat droppings. Common in Ohio and Mississippi River valleys, but spores can be inhaled anywhere. Most people exposed to it never have serious issues, maybe a mild respiratory infection. But in some people, especially those genetically susceptible, the infection can migrate to the eye, leading to ocular histoplasmosis syndrome. Um, What is ocular histoplasmosis syndrome? It's not an active fungal infection in the eye. So it's not an active fungal infection in the eye. It's thought to be the immune system's response to a past infection. The fungus doesn't live in the eye, but it leaves scars or lesions in the retina. Is that what you're dealing with, Mocha? Is what I just said what I've just read what you're dealing with? Hey, Dana's here. Hang on, let me see if I can bring Dana up. Dana, I just sent you an invite. And Mata, which eye drop should I order for a detached retina? For detached retinas, I would use the 4NI, number 4, ANEYE, and the 4060. So 4NI and the 4060. Hey, Dana. All right, Mocha, you need the 3070. Okay, Mocha, you need the 3070 drops, and you need the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop, which you're going to get anyway because that comes free whenever you order any blend. You're going to get the revitalized, moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. Mocha, I'm also going to recommend that you get the 4060, so the 3070 and the 4060. And I would need you to use it in a very particular regimen, so we'd have to talk. I'm going to send you my phone number. Hang on just a second. Okay, Mocha, I sent you my phone number. So give me a call because I want you to use it in a very particular way. And we're going to get you, some changes happening in your eyes without a doubt with your ocular histoplasmosis. And thank you so much for bringing that to my attention because that's not something I've heard of before, but from the symptomology and the description of it, I know that the DMSO and castor oil can be very, very beneficial to you. Okay. Amamata, you're sorry. You said, I'm sorry, your reply was distorted and I couldn't understand your response. All right, hang on. I'm going to get back to you in just a minute. So Dana, you're here. How you doing? Oh, I think she muted herself.
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful.
Oh, there she is.
Wonderful. Yeah, I just ran across you.
Excellent, marvelous, wonderful. I saw the TikTok you did.
Oh, you loved it. I did tag you in it, I think. Yeah.
You tagged me in it?
More responses from it.
You got what?
I was just doing a motivational moment, but my glasses were right in the screen, and so I started talking about my eyes before I actually did the motivational moment. But when I looked at it, it was a motivational moment because I was sharing something that works for me. So
no, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. You did a great job.
It turned out nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So one lady did a comment in there and said how it was helping her.
Excellent. I'll have to go back and read the comment.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what kind of traction it gets.
Yay.
Yeah. So are you happy in the afternoon? What do you think? I see you got 83 people, 10,000 shares. You got 28 shares, 10,700 likes.
Yes, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. And I just came on yesterday afternoon for the first time because I've missed the last 2 nights, going live. Just because, my life got in the way. My best friend happens to be in town. And she just came in town suddenly. She's helping her son move down here. And she was like, you won't believe it, but I'm in town and I'd love to, catch up and have dinner and let's spend some time. And I told her, I said, I got to do one or the other, like evening or afternoon, but because I need one or the other to do my lives. And she was like, well, evening's best because we're looking at apartments and running around. And, I said, great. So we went out and had dinner the last 2 nights.
Don't get frustrated. You're only one person, and do what you can do, and we will find you because the information you have is just awesome. So just do what you can do. We understand. We truly understand. What I like, my clients get ready in the car. It's 89 people in here. Please put a number 1 in the comments if this is your first time finding Miss Leslie. And I'm so glad to see all of the shares down there. So some people are in here doing what they need to do and knowing what they're doing.
100%.
And I'll help you out as much as I can. I'm gonna drop my client off, but I'll have you on live right now. Look at those ones coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4, 5.
Well, I gotta wait to get down there because I'm trying to answer questions as I go. So I'm trying to.
I'm showing you all the ones. All the ones. I didn't see 10 ones come in. This is their first time finding you.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, I'm gonna mute myself for the next 15 minutes, but I'll be here.
All right. Thanks, Dana.
You're welcome.
Okay, 2222 J422. My dad has white clouds in his eyes, which I think are cataracts. Anything you recommend, please? Has he like been diagnosed with cataracts? Do you know how severe they are or how long he's had, this cloudy vision? So it's very typical when you have cataracts that it kind of looks like the world looks like you're looking through a very sheer white curtain and you just want to move it out of the way so you can see, but you can't move it out of the way. And cataracts have different levels of severity. So I'd want to know more exactly how long the cataracts have been around, how long he's been dealing with it, so that I can direct you to the right product. Okay. Amamata, I'm sorry. Okay, your reply is distorted. All right, I'm going to get back to you because I got to know what you asked. Oh, this thing just popped up. Okay, user 205-751-553-667. Can I get your phone number? Please, I would like to apply your methods. Absolutely. I'm sending you my phone number now. Hang on just a second. Okay, for all of you that put a 1 in the chat, it's your first time here, first time hearing me. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Please ask any questions. If you want to come up on the panel and talk to me, you're more than welcome to do that. And I'm here to talk about eye health and eyesight. I restored my eyesight in really in 3 months. Using castor oil and DMSO. It took a year to actually lift the cataract off of my left eye. It was quite compacted with protein buildup. But in a year, it was done. My eyes are fantastic. My sight is fantastic. I don't wear glasses anymore. I started wearing glasses when I was 6 years old. And I had cataracts that I thought were going to take out my ability to drive and my ability to use my computer and my phone. And it's been a phenomenal ride getting to this point using natural products. Okay, I'm going to check out and try and go back and see. Inko Beauty, how you doing? Loving the house, 100%, 100%. Okay. Yoshivav. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I probably am not, and I apologize. What to use to reverse glaucoma. So glaucoma is about the interocular pressure in the eye. And if your interocular pressure is 20 or below, the 30-70 blend is the blend I recommend. If your interocular pressure is 21 to like mid 30s, 35, I recommend the 4NI blend. If your interocular pressure is above 35, then I recommend the 4NI blend and the 40-60 blend, those two blends together. Michelle Bowen Smith, I just turned in and feel excited, but this is something I've just learned that is reversible. I think you probably have another post further up. Christina, Please remind of what this is for. This is for restoring eye health and eyesight using natural products, and I specifically use castor oil and DMSO. Sharon Marie, Tegerium. Yes, Tegerium is an issue in the eye, and I really like to read about something that someone's asking about so that other people can gain some knowledge and information. Okay. So Tegerium is a non-cancerous growth of tissue on the conjunctiva, the clear membrane that covers the white part of the eye, that can extend onto the cornea, the clear front surface of the eye. It's often referred to as surfer's eye since it is commonly linked to UV light exposure, wind, dust, dry conditions, things people who spend a lot of time outdoors are exposed to. So, and what does it look like? A raised wedge-shaped growth. It starts on the nasal inner side of the eye and may grow toward the center of the cornea. It can be white, pink, or reddish, and it might be flat or barely noticeable, or thick and irritating. So, and the symptoms are redness or irritation, burning or itching, feeling like something is in your eye, so a foreign body sensation, dryness, blurred vision, and then cosmetic concerns because it looks unusual or discolored. And again, we went over the causes. So Tegerium, yes, is well handled with the Revitalize and the 3070. So Revitalize and the 3070 blend, when you purchase the 3070, you automatically get the Revitalize eye drop. That is a moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. That will get the eye, thank you for the order, just saw an order come through. That will get the eye nice and moist, the material of the eye nice and moist, so the castor oil can actually break apart that growth that should not be there. It just needs to be broken up, and that's what castor oil does. It breaks up scar tissue, excess tissue. It will break up clogs in the glands and the ducts in the eye. It can break up clogs in blood vessels, things like that. So it's very, very beneficial. And the DMSO gets the castor oil deep enough so that it can penetrate enough into the material of the eye to actually do what it does. Christina, please remind me what this is for. So I'm talking about eye health and eyesight, restoring eye health and eyesight using DMSO and castor oil. Michelle Bowen Smith, I just turned in and feel excited, but this is something I've learned that is reversible. So Michelle, I didn't see your comment about what was reversible. So Sharon Marie, it says, what can I use? Hey,
Can I jump in for 1 second?
Sure.
You know I'm still driving.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear you back though.
I can hear you.
I sent somebody the link. She came in real quickly. Her husband has Gargard, I think she said. I might not be pronouncing it right. And she said she jumped in and heard about cataracts, but I was telling her whatever he had going on with his eyes, I was pretty sure that your product would help him, the formula that you put together. So I'm hoping she'll come back in. Her name is Sarah.
Okay. All right. I'll keep an eye out for her. So Sharon Marie, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking me. The term that you're looking for, the way it's spelled, isn't. I'm asking ChatGPT, but I don't see it as an eye disease, so or condition, and that's what I need. I would need to know what eye condition you're talking about. Abby Conant, I think you missed my question. I think I did, Abby. Can you ask it again. Do you mind? Oh, Tugerium. Yes. Yeah. So Tugerium, that's 30/70. The 30/70 blend, 100% is going to be beneficial for Tugerium. Christina, please remind me. Okay. I already said that. I'm trying to go back and see if I missed. So Debbie Rice 8. Do you put both in your eyes? Yes. Everything I'm talking about is eye drops. They are eye drops meant to be dropped directly in the eye. Add, I've got water behind my retina for 2 years. They just can't laser it off. What shall I do? You shall use the 30/70 blend. Get the 30/70 blend, and you are going to do this. You're going to hydrate your eye for 2 days. You're going to use the revitalized drop 3 times a day for 2 days. Then you're going to use the 30/70 3 times a day for 7 days. Then you're going to go to twice a day after that. Mocha, it's rare. Cindy Miller, 836, detached retina. Please see a retina specialist ASAP. No drops can fix and cause blindness. Well, thank you so much for your advice. Add. I've got water. Okay. Amamata. I'm sorry, your reply. Okay. So let me go back because I want to find Amamata. So it's hard to keep track, it's hard to keep track of all the comments and whose comments are whose. I really want to, be able to stay connected. So, but it's hard because there's so many coming through at a time. So, Amamata, you have the detached retina, and I think the thing that I told you to the blend to deal with the detached retina is called 4NI. So number 4, ANEYE. There are some direct instructions that I would need to give you, and a detached retina, as was said earlier, is serious. Um, I don't know that there's factual evidence that there are no drops that would actually benefit a detached retina. However, it is serious, so you do want to deal with it readily, depending on how long you've had it. So I was just talking to a gentleman whose retina detached 2 days ago, and he's been to two different doctors. Um, he went to one doctor and got an opinion. That opinion didn't make a whole lot of sense. We talked about it. He got a second opinion. That opinion made a lot more sense. And he's going to make some decisions. He did buy the drops, however, because eye health has something to do with more than just the detachment of the retina, the causation of the detachment of the retina, which his doctor told him was inflammation. Getting inflammation out of the eye is something is always going to be beneficial. So, Emamata, I am sending you my phone number. Taking me an inordinate amount of time to type it. Thank you for the sale. Thank you for the sale. I just saw another sale come in. Um, User 205-751-553-667. Thank you for tapping that screen. I really appreciate you. Strano 7446. For me? For me, what? What can I help you with? Suela 74, hi. What can I do to naturally lower eye pressure? My docs keep pushing surgery and adding more drops. Okay, so depending on what your interocular pressure is, and if you know the numbers, I'd love it if you would tell me. Um, Suela, I'm going to give you my phone number. So, in general, if your pressure is 20 or below, then the blend that I recommend is the 3070. And if your pressure is 21 or above, then I recommend, guys, I got to scroll to the end of the questions now. Then I recommend, Suela, I sent you the wrong number, believe it or not. So Suela, the front of the number should be 727, not 827. But if your interocular pressure is 21 or above, then I recommend the 4NI. If it's in the 30s, so 30 or above, I recommend the 4NI plus the 4060. Those two blends together. And there's a particular way you would need to use them to actually get the greatest benefit right off the bat. For truth be told, anything for clearing cataracts since black castor oil isn't working after months. Okay, are you using just straight castor oil for truth be told? Do you want to come up and have a chat? I'd like to really know some more about what's going on. So, Suela, the first three numbers in my phone number that I sent you should be 727, not 827, 727. I apologize for the typo. MB, what causes the pressure on the eyes? So the pressure, if you're talking about glaucoma pressure, that is caused by inflammation in the eye. And typically that is caused because there is a duct or a gland that is clogged in the eye, and the flow of the aqueous humor is not being consistent. It's not getting exited out of the eye as it's coming in the eye. That process is not working correctly. That buildup of fluid causes pressure on the eye, which can cause eventual blindness depending on how high the pressure actually gets. Vicky, I have bad eyesight and wear glasses. Whoops. Okay. I have bad eyesight and wear glasses, but I'd like to get rid of them. What do you recommend? So, Vicky, I'm with you. I had bad eyesight my whole life, so I started wearing glasses when I was 6 years old, and I was aware of cataracts, diagnosed with cataracts at the age of 59, and I could not afford to have cataract surgery. It was $5,000 an eye, and I needed to resolve my cataracts because I had to be able to see. I was a full-time caregiver for my mother, and my eyesight was getting worse week over week, it felt like. And I came across castor oil, and then I had a history with DMSO. So I added the DMSO to the castor oil, and it was a game changer in my eyesight. So if you have glasses and you want to get rid of them, and I can't guarantee that you're going to have a correctiveness enough that you don't need to wear glasses. Dana will be back up when she's done driving. She'll be back up. She's been 8 weeks using the 3070 blend, and she's now glasses free. Okay. She's now glasses free, and she can tell you her story. But yes, there is an opportunity that you can be free of glasses 100%.
I brought Vicky up.
Hey, Vicky.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Good. I'd like to get rid of my glasses.
I don't blame you a bit. I don't blame you a bit. So the 3070 blend is the blend that I recommend you start with. It's what I recommend.
37 what?
3070, 3070.
Okay. get it.
Okay. Do you know my website?
No, I do not.
Okay. The website
But
is
is it on your site? I just followed you. If I went there, would I find it?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
And just for everybody else that's on the live, the website is bearcatbody.com. It's BARECATBODY.com.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. I'll disconnect you now.
See my comment about what it was that her husband has?
What?
Did you see my comment in there? What it was that my friend's husband has?
I didn't see your comment. No.
Oh, Stargard.
Oh, Stargard? Yeah. Yeah. The foreign eye is the blend that he would need to use. The foreign eye.
Okay, well, I want to wait till he comes in when I see her. She's working right now. I think she said she was in a meeting, but she said when she came on, she asked you about cataracts. So I think her assumption was that your drops were just going to help with that. But I want her specifically to talk to you about what he has. So when I see her, we'll bring her up.
Okay. All right. That works. So just real quick for the people in the room who want to get rid of their glasses, just give a brief summary of your story.
Want to get rid of my glasses? Look at me. I got 2 glasses on my head right now. Can y'all see me? Wait a minute. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? You see these 2 glasses on my head?
I do.
One sunglasses and one's for the just for my, what do I call it? I forget what I call it.
Your accessories.
Just beware. My accessories. I don't know why I can never think of that name. I have to take myself off here. You can't be driving. I can't be driving doing this. Now, I'm almost getting ready to stop. But yeah, she wanted me to tell my story. So yeah, I love my story. I love my story.
So do I.
Let's say over 6 months ago, this is a 2-parter. I ran across her meaning Leslie. I ran across Leslie.
That's me.
And just listened, looked, went through some of her posts. I'm just like, oh, okay. So then let's say a month or so later, after I ran across her stuff, I ran across Barbara O'Neill, which is a lady who does all natural stuff. And she was talking about the drops in the eye. But she was specifically talking about also to put the drops on the eyelid, which would help you go to sleep if you were having problems sleeping. So I told a couple of my girlfriends, I'm in a girl group. It's about 13 of us. Matter of fact, tonight we get together and go to dinner at different restaurants. And so it worked for them. So then I saw, maybe a month or so later, this was in January, in the middle part of January, near the end of January, this past January, I saw a TikTok of first Leslie, and then they were called stitching, where they're stitched together, and then Barbara talking about the eye drops in the eye. So I'm like, what? So I go to Leslie's page, and now I'm doing my research. So I go through all of her posts, and then I'm like, okay, this sounds like something. Now, I felt like I didn't really have bad issues with my eyes, other than I've been wearing glasses since I was in the 1st grade. And my prescription that's for nearsightedness, and I do have astigmatism in one of the eyes. But based on all the stuff that I've heard from all these other people, my eyes, I didn't feel like were really, really bad. But at 67, I wanted to have the best eyesight that I could have, right? So I had an issue with my left eye that has like a cloudiness, and it totally hasn't gone away. It's not there like all the time. It's still coming back. And Leslie, I kind of wanted to ask you, did you think it's something maybe we should try to start using the foreign eye? But we'll talk about that later. So let me get back to my story.
Okay.
So so then one night I was cruising through TikTok and her live came up. So I sat there and I was like, okay, and I'm trying to ask questions and stuff in the comments, and that wasn't working for me because I had a lot to say. So I asked her to pull me up on the live, and she was like, I don't know how to do that. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna show you how to do that because I've got a lot to say. So anyway, she did it, pulled me up, and I shared with her what was going on with me. And she told me her recommendation was going to be the 3070. And I told her, okay, I was going to order it. So I ordered it after much prayer. And about 4 or 5 days later, when it came, oh, now mind you, after those 4 or 5 days while I'm waiting, I had asked her if I could be a moderator for her because I saw what she was trying to do. I saw that she was trying to answer all these questions and in the comments, and it's just a lot of work. And so she said, well, sure. So then when I got my drops, I said, okay, I'm still scared, right? You know, because I heard people say that it stung and it burned. And so I inboxed her. And I had a feeling she wasn't going to get it in time for that nighttime when she came on. So that morning when I got it, I went to the bathroom and I put it in the corner of my eye, the inside corner of my eye, and kind of let it just roll in there just a little bit. Because I was scared. And so that evening when I came on, I asked her, I told her what had happened. And in the text, I told her, I need you to hold my hands through this. I need you to help me when I get ready to put these drops in my eyes. So virtually, can you help me? So that's how I ended up coming up doing the demos. So, and all I kept saying was it burned, it burned, it burned. And finally she was like, isn't it like a sting? And so when I learned the difference, I know the difference between burn and sting. And so I was like, yeah, that does make more sense. It is like a sting and it doesn't last long. And it kind of depends on if your eyes are really, really dry. Also, that's another thing. And depending on what you might have been doing throughout the day, different environments that you might have been can also have an effect on why your eyes are dry or why the product, when you put it in, might sting a little bit. So I'd say within the first week, she had asked me, she said, what I want you to do is start using your eyes more, meaning not to wear your glasses or your contacts so that your eyes will start working because the glasses only really weaken your eyes. And if you guys notice, every year or two, we have to go up on our script, on our prescription. So what I did was I just stopped. And in the process of stopping wearing my glasses and my contact, I stopped wearing my eyelashes. So I was an eyelash girl. And the reason I did not wear them was because we knew that the product, which has the DMSO in it, could potentially pull the glue that's on my eyelashes deeper into my eye. So we didn't want that happening. So I thought it was worth it for me not to wear my eyelashes. So what I said, well, I gotta have something to make my eyes pop, and I'm not a makeup wearer, so I didn't want to every day have to be putting mascara on and eyeshadow and all of that. So I decided to start ordering glasses. So now I have glasses for every color, for every outfit, at least 20, 25 glasses right now. And so that's what I've been with. None of them have a script in them. And the other thing that I've noticed, I'm getting ready to show you, these are my scripts. I keep them in my car. If I put these on, matter of fact, I can't see anything, but if I put these on and look at a distance at like the stop sign down there, or the other, I'm sitting in somebody's parking lot, and I take the glasses off, I see the same thing. Now, what I can say, it doesn't look like it's as crisp, like if I have my glasses on because of the glass and stuff, but I can see I'm not squinching. Also, I play pickleball every day. I played this morning. I'm just a fashion statement when I go play. Today I have big old white glasses on. So, did I leave anything out of my story, Leslie?
Just the fact that you stopped wearing your glasses within 8 weeks of starting using the product.
But I've been doing this the whole 8 weeks, Leslie. I have not been wearing my glasses since January 29th.
I know, but
my eyes have only gotten better and better. I drive at night.
There you go.
The other thing was I told him that my memory has gotten better. I can't say just take the opportunity every chance I get to share it when I talk to people. And the lady at my church Sunday, I was talking to her and told her that I had noticed her always wiping her eyes, and I went up to her and I said, I've been sending you these links, and I know you didn't know what I was trying to tell you, but what I was trying to tell you was just to go watch this lady's page. I said, because you have dry eye. And she looked at me, she said, you're right. She says, one of my clients told me that I had dry eye. And I went and got some drops, but they didn't really do anything. And I said, well, if you go, do your due diligence, do your research, and watch this lady, I'm sure that the drops that she has will be very helpful to you. And so she said, I will. And I said, so next time when you see my link come through, you'll have a little bit more understanding of what I'm trying to get you to do. She says, I will do it. So I'm excited to see her come and get hers and give her testimony also. So that's where I'm at.
Fabulous. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Give you a cheer. Woo! You guys, thank you for all of the likes. We're at 21,100. Fabulous. We got 113 people in the room. I'm going to go back through and answer some questions.
And 51 shares. Oh my God. I think you should stay in the daytime, lady. I love the numbers. Okay, who's you, Chang? Oh, there she is. I was just talking about her. Wait, I'm going to bring you up. Let me see if I can bring you up.
Okay.
Is that okay, Leslie?
Yeah.
See the lady I was telling you about from church. Let me see if I can. I can't bring her up.
You can't bring her up? Tell her to call me.
I was probably too excited. Okay.
Okay.
Come on up. I just sent you. There she is. Hey. Introduce yourself, and then you can ask any questions you want. This is Miss Leslie from Bearcat Body. This is a lady I told you about on Sunday. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can. Okay, so I guess I'm just trying to figure out what products I haven't just jumped on, so I'm not sure what product. But what happened was I got Bell palsy, and so
Okay.
when it got better, that was the thing that just continued to happen. One of my left eye just continues to water.
Okay. So you've got dry eye, so we need to get that solved. My revitalized product will take care of that and get the eye more normalized, making normal tears so it doesn't constantly tear and you have that issue. Do you have any issues with your eyelids, upper or lower, like sagging?
No.
Okay, excellent. And how's your eyesight?
It's good.
Okay. Do you wear glasses or contacts?
No.
All right, excellent. So I would just recommend that you get the Revitalize and use it 3 times a day for the first couple of days, and then use it as needed.
Okay. Now, is there a link? Am I missing something? Is there a link that we go to?
So you can just go. Well, Dana, can you send her the link so she can? You can send her your link so she can order.
Okay.
Dana.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So I Love Flowers 321, anything for early stages macular degeneration. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So,
I just sent her yours. I don't have my link yet. That's what I texted you yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, it's just.
But I sent. Okay.
Your link is just bearcatbody.com/Dana.
What she wants you to get the Revitalize, and if you go to the website, you can order it. Okay. Okay, you're welcome.
Your link is just bearcatbody.com/Dana.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
That's all it is.
Bearcatbody.com/Dana.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let her know that. Or she probably can hear you. Okay, and then the other lady, Sarah, if you're here when you come up, let me know so I can bring you up. Yeah, I just been getting introduced. Another lady was here. I don't know if you remember the other day. Let's see, her name was what was her name? I met her playing pickleball, and I had the glasses on, and she started talking about the glass. Robin, her name was Robin.
Yeah.
And she's can't. And I told her, I said, you can come my mind until yours come.
Okay.
Somebody
I
said
do remember that.
diagram is incorrect. What is that about?
What?
Somebody asked a question. Anything for early stages macular degeneration?
Yes. Yes. And for early stages macular degeneration, the 30/70 blend is the blend I recommend.
30/70?
Yes.
Okay. I'm typing in the comments. Link, please. Okay, I'll send it. Hey guys, I'm sending the links. Look in your Some people have private, so I can't send you stuff in your DMs because you're private and I can't pull you up. And I can't pull up more. I can't follow more people because I'm already almost at 10,000 people I'm following, and they only let you follow 10,000 people.
Exactly.
So I can't follow everybody. You guys can follow me, but I can't follow some of you guys.
So for truth be told,
Go ahead.
For truth be told says where to complement it on castor oil routine external eyelid application. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking me. If you're using castor oil externally on your eyelids, you can go ahead and continue. You can use my drops internally as an eye drop, and then you can use the castor oil externally with no issue at all. Real names hidden. This is a personal experience. This is true. Rita Bullard, I have ocular pressure with an express shunt. Put in one, pressure down, but vision is worse. All right, hang on just a second. Danny, you got like background noise going on.
That's me?
Yeah, I think so. Is there somebody else that's up? Okay, so Rita, I'm gonna read from ChatGPT about an ocular shunt because I want to inform everybody in the room of what we're talking about, so everybody can have a little bit of information that they didn't have before. So, an ocular shunt is a tiny surgical device implanted in the eye to help lower intraocular pressure, usually in people with glaucoma that hasn't responded to medications or laser treatment. What does an ocular shunt do? It drains excess fluid, aqueous humor, from the eye to a reservoir or space where it can be safely absorbed. This helps to reduce pressure inside the eye and prevent optic nerve damage, which is key in slowing or stopping vision loss from glaucoma. So I think if you need to have a shunt, then it's the right thing to do. But it doesn't actually deal with the causation of the buildup of fluid that is causing the pressure on the eye. Um, the one thing that I know about castor oil is it breaks up any kind of debris in the eye, and it'll break up any blockages in the eye. It breaks up, Barbara O'Neill says castor oil breaks up lumps, bumps, adhesion, cysts, tumors. So anything that's blocking either a gland or what's the other word that I'm looking for? The glands in the eye, or I can't think of the other word, but anyway, um, it will actually break that substance apart so that the flow out through that gland will be normal. So, and that's what you want is the your stent is just leaving something open and guiding the aqueous humor to a location where it can be absorbed back into the body. But it doesn't deal with the causation. And that's more my thought process is you want to deal with the causation. Castor oil and DMSO are anti-inflammatory. DMSO penetrates very deeply into the body. It's a carrier, so it'll take the castor oil with it. Castor oil can break up anything that's blocking any glands in the body or in the eye system. And that's kind of the end of the game, so to speak. Once you get normal flow, you don't need the shunt. So I really think the shunts are beneficial without a doubt. But if you can get the natural flow happening in the eye, thank you so much for the order. I just saw an order. Thank you. But if you can get the natural flow in the eye and clear any of the glands in the eye system, that's the right answer to me.
Let me know when I can jump in with my question.
Go right ahead. You can ask your question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
My car off. He's not catching up. Are you back?
You got a question that you're going to ask Dana? Dana. All right. Okay, great. So she blocked her microphone for a few minutes. Okay. Fuller Pockets. What is the website? The website is bearcatbody.com. BARECATBODY.com. BU.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
My car, I'm in my car, so when I turn my car off, all my Bluetooth goes off and everything goes crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the comments in there from the one person who was saying when they put the stuff on their eye that get headaches and stuff from the castor oil?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it was a I'd have to go back, but let me get my question answered right quick so I can go ahead and send that, and I'll go back and find that one.
Okay.
The lady reached out to me, Sarah. She was at work in a work meeting, but she did pop in, so she said for me to find out what you're recommending for the Stargard, and she will order it, and I'll send it to her on her text message.
Okay. Give me just a minute.
Let me see if I can find that other comment.
Okay.
I
So
have reaction to castor oil on my eyelids. I get eye pain and headaches and blurry vision.
okay. That's just somebody just using castor oil?
Yes. User 39404.
Okay. I would need to talk to them specifically because that sounds like an allergic reaction to castor oil.
Okay. So then they would have to have the what? Oh, no, that's just castor oil. I was thinking about the 4-9 too, but that's for the DMSO. Okay, if you're still in here, user 39404, let us know and I'll pull you up.
Yeah, because if
I'm getting ready to pull you up if you have a question, comment, or concern. And you're up in the box. But first, let me get my question answered. What do you want me to tell her for the Stargardt
all right,
disease?
I'm just going to give everybody an overview since there's 101 people in the room. So I'm just going to tell everybody what Stargardt is. So Stargardt disease is a type of juvenile macular degeneration. It primarily affects the macula, the part of the retina responsible for sharp central vision. So, and it's caused by a mutation in the ABCA4 gene. This gene helps clean up toxic substances from the retina. When it doesn't work properly, waste called lipofuscin builds up in the macula, damaging the light-sensitive cells. So I would recommend that they do two blends, not the 4-in-1, but I would do the 30/70 and the 40/60. So those two blends together They're both just DMSO and castor oil, but them working together, I would, and I would have to give them a very specific protocol for the first week. It's not going to cause the macular degeneration to go away. The Stargardt's isn't going to go away because that's actually a gene expression in the DNA, but actually getting rid of the toxic material that is waste material in the eye, I think it will be very helpful. But making sure that all of the glands and everything is clear and moving properly in the eye system, and then just going day to day with the 30/70 and 40/60 will be a game changer.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm typing all that stuff you just said. I didn't know when I go off. So you're saying it could clear up some stuff. Possibly he could see more than just shadows, or what are you saying?
Yes, because what happens is there's a buildup of the toxic debris, basically the waste material in the macula. So clearing that out, cleaning that out could give him much better eyesight. There's no guarantee though, because this is a autoimmune issue. It's a gene expression in his DNA.
But it's something that could possibly make life a little better.
Yes, absolutely. I think it would definitely make the eyes better, healthier, and the eyesight potentially better. We just have to see what happens, and I would have to give him a specific protocol in using the products so that he could get the best benefit.
Okay, I'll send her the information with your phone number, and once she gets it, to ask her to talk with you first.
All right, that'd be great.
Okay, I have the user up on the platform about the allergic reaction to the castor oil on the eye.
Okay. So user ending 9071. Tell me what's happening with you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hi, ladies. Yes, my name is Tammy, and I've always had good vision most of my life. I'll be 65, and I have floaters, and I have the gel. It wasn't a detached retina, but was a detachment of the gel in my eye. I forgot what the name of the gel was.
Is it the vitreous fluid?
Exactly.
Okay.
Vitreous gel, and so I have to wear readers. I have prescription glasses, but I'm non-conformant. Every year that I buy $700 or $800 glasses, I just keep them in my purse all the time because I just can't wear them. So I go around with these $2 glasses. And anyway, I tried the ACLAT castor oil. Was supposed to be able to just put it on my eyelids, and I have almost like a reaction to it. You're right, ladies, almost like an allergic reaction.
Okay.
I get headaches, blurry vision most of the day. I guess that's about it. But I've never tried it in the eye. I was very interested in your product, but I just wanted to get your opinion on one of your products that I might be able to use that would help me. I would love to be able to get rid of the floaters because of what the vitreous gel breakdown did, and also the eyesight. Thank you so much.
Well, hang on a second. Have you tried any other castor oil?
Yes, I have another one here too. It's called USDA, I think, SKY Sky Organics. I've tried both of those too.
And both of them give you the same reaction?
Yes.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm just asking ChatGPT about allergic reactions to castor oil.
Thank you.
So it says, while castor oil is generally considered safe and is widely used in skincare, eye care, and hair products, some people can have allergic reaction to it, specifically when applied to sensitive areas like the eyes or broken skin. So these are the signs of an allergic reaction to castor oil: redness, itching, swelling, rash or hives, burning or stinging sensation. Red, irritated eyes, tearing or watering eyes, swelling of eyelids, itchy, burning sensation, blurred vision due to inflammation or excessive tearing. That sounds like you.
Yes, it does. I never thought of that.
Okay, so throw away the castor oil. You're allergic to it.
Okay.
I don't have it yet, but I'm going to have in April a new blend for people that are allergic to DMSO, and it doesn't have castor oil in it either. So I didn't even realize that there could be allergies to castor oil, but this blend would be very good for you because it has um, colloidal silver and like three other key ingredients that I'm not going to name at the moment, but very, I think, very beneficial for your eye health and your eyesight, and you would be able to use it because it doesn't have castor oil.
That's awesome. Do you know the name of it?
So it's going to be called the Silver Bullet.
The Silver Bullet. Okay,
yes.
I will. I'll keep track of you, and I'll keep looking for that product. Thank you all so much.
All right, thank you so much, and thank you for letting everybody else know. Because if you're having a reaction to castor oil that you think is not the castor oil, you could be allergic to castor oil. It happens.
Okay, thanks, lady.
Thanks so much. Okay.
Okay, I just had another funny experience. My sister will not come on and listen. She want me just for you to tell her what to get, and she gonna order it. And she's the one that was allergic to. I told you before, she has issues with sulfur.
Okay. So yeah, so if she has issues with sulfur, the 4-9-2 is the only blend at the moment I have that she could use.
Okay. Because she doesn't like wear glasses, but she wears like reading glasses and stuff like that. She's always got her like wear my glasses so she can see up close.
Right, right. Yeah, no, the 4-9-2 would be very beneficial to her. And obviously it doesn't have the sulfur, so that wouldn't give her an allergic reaction.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So JC says, are these products just for cataracts? Absolutely not. So for many issues in the eye, cataracts is just one of them. Cataracts, glaucoma, uveitis, macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy. The list goes on and on. Floaters. So there's the list of eye issues, eye conditions, and eye diseases. Castor oil and DMSO have a lot of opportunity in those scenarios, and the blends I've put together are beneficial for a lot of different scenarios. User 1697600826558. Barbara O'Neill said it's best to put the castor oil on the eyes before bed. Close eyes, sleep. Well, I don't know if she said that's best. I know she said that's an option without a doubt. I've heard her say that that there are many different tribes that use castor oil. If they get something in their eye, they use the castor oil in the eye, and that like pushes the debris out of the eye. So there are different ways to use castor oil. You can consume castor oil, so you can take it orally, and you can use it topically. And I use it as, in an eye drop. The castor oil that I use is USDA certified organic, and I use a golden castor oil as well as a Jamaican black castor oil. So I'm just going to try and answer some more questions. Nancy Alaire 675, how can you fix cataracts? Well, cataracts, you need to have that protein. So it's a protein buildup on the lens of the eye. You need to have that protein broken apart and, dissolved off of the lens of the eye. And you can do that using my 3070 blend if your cataracts are mild to moderate. The 3070 blend is the blend I recommend. If your cataracts are moderate to severe, I recommend you use the 4 and I blend, 4 and I. And if they're very severe, if you have a large buildup of protein on the eye lens, then I recommend that you use the 4 and I plus the 40/60. Rita Bullard. So is this regular castor oil and what is the other ingredient and do you sell these items? Okay, number one, yes, I sell these items and they are all for sale on my website. My website is bearcatbody.com, BARECATBODY.com. And castor oil, so the 30/70, 40/60, 20/80 are castor oil and DMSO. Castor oil and DMSO. DMSO is dimethyl sulfoxide, and it is a clear solvent liquid that is derived from the processing of trees to make pulp, to make paper. Jarrett Johnson, can you use castor oil on your eyes? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can use castor oil topically on your eyelids, lower and upper. It's very beneficial. It really can be helpful to the skin as well as it penetrates deeply into the skin so it can benefit the eye. Vicky, while I'm doing this, should I wear my glasses or just let my eyes build up to be strong? So, wear your glasses where you need to. When you don't need to use them, don't use them. Because you want to strengthen your eyes, you want to strengthen those muscles in your eyes so that they are doing the job that they're naturally supposed to do. That's going to be richly beneficial to your eyes and the progress of your eyesight if you just don't keep putting your eyes on crutches by wearing your glasses all the time. And as your eyes get stronger, your glasses will actually, when you put them on, you will have blurry sight because the glasses are too strong for your eyes because they're getting stronger over time. So practice taking your glasses off. Don't wear them when you don't need to wear them. Even if you can't see, even if everything is blurry, take the time to take the glasses off and let your eyes learn to do the work that they need to do while you're using the castor oil and DMSO to strengthen the eye system to be able to work on its own. Okay, Fuller Pockets, you asked for the website. It's bearcatbody.com, BARECATBODY.com. I've been asking also, how do you use the castor oil? So I mix the castor oil with the DMSO, like the 30/70 is 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. You mix the two together, and then that goes into a glass bottle with a glass dropper, and you use the dropper to drop a single drop into the eye twice daily. So typically it's twice a day. For different situations, it may be a different answer for the protocol that you would need to use to get benefit with these products. Camille, what brand of castor oil? So I use a castor oil that's USDA certified. Two castor oils, they're both USDA certified organic. I get them both on Etsy. And one is from Glory Farms, and the other one is Coco Jojo. Is the I'm trying to remember. I think it's Dr. Joe castor oil, and that is the golden castor oil. I buy them from two different vendors: the golden castor oil and the Jamaican black castor oil. Read it to Bullard how to use the oil, and you use it as an eye drop. NAS, it wouldn't allow me to go to your website. Sometimes the links that are in my bio don't work properly. You can either copy and paste them into your browser or just type bearcatbody.com in your browser and go from there. Okay, user 1697600826558. The pituitary gland. Tell me exactly what we mean by what you're talking about with the pituitary gland. And user 1697600826558. Amen. Amen. For truth For truth be told, what is the drop name to buy to complement black castor? And can I get it in Southeast Asia, please? Okay, so yes, I ship worldwide. I absolutely ship worldwide, so you can get any of my products in Southeast Asia with no issue. And the name, I think the name that you're thinking about is the 3070. The 3070 is 3070. Just for fun, retinitis pigmentosa recommendations. Hang on just a second. I want to tell everybody what we're talking about, what retinitis pigmentosa is. Excuse me, big yawn. So retinitis pigmentosa, otherwise known as RP, is a group of rare inherited eye disorders that cause gradual breakdown and loss of the retina's light-sensitive cells, particularly rods and cones. It slowly